This is Tim. I'm going to do a quick demo for you on the Uberleben Stoker. So this is what you're going to get. You have it in a little canvas bag like this. You will pull it out. It's going to look something like this. Basically what you want to do, all these pieces are the same. You're going to want to just connect them all together. We'll save the one with the round hole last. So let's do this. This unit you're seeing right now has seen a lot of use. So basically you can see these little holes in here. They're on all of them except one, and that's this one we're going to save for last. So basically you'll see this piece. There's 3 little tabs right here. You'll want to stick all of those in those little slits all the way around. You got it like that, and then basically you're going to stick the last one on, hook it right there, and then all you got to do is just do a little twist to get that one on. Good to go. Then you also have some little supports in there, which this is basically just for if you have a really heavy pot, but you can click these together like that and stick them in here, and that'll just give you some added lateral support for putting a lot of weight on there. That's it. Hopefully that helps. Taking it apart, it's basically just the same thing in reverse.
When you get your Emberlit stove, it comes with 4 main sides, and 3 of the sides are just like each other. One of them is not. This is the front or the feed door. You notice on this panel, there is no little slot right here. Okay, that's important. The way that you want to assemble your stove is you start with one of the side pieces. And you make sure this little emboss, this part that's pushed outwards, is towards the outside of the stove. And so we just start by hooking the sides together one at a time. And, once I get to this point, so I have the 3 sides hooked together, then what I want to do is I want to find the base plate. Doesn't matter if you put it up or down, it's up to you. But you slide it in so that those 3 tabs, these 3 little tabs on the side, line up with the slots on the side panels. Just fit together like so. Now this is why it's important that you put the front feed panel on last. Notice how there was no slot right there and no tab? Because the feed panel, you hook it on one side first, and then you got to tweak the whole stove. Give it a little bit of a twist, line up the slots, and then it assembles like so. Because of the way that it goes together, this thing is not going to come apart. I mean, it's spring loaded. There is really no way for it to fall apart on its own, which is really nice. That way, it doesn't decide to disassemble while you're cooking your meal. The additional pieces that come with the stove are these 2 little crossbar adapters. The reason for these adapters is, one, they make the stove a lot more rigid, but more importantly, and so you can use small pods. I mean, you see, this right here is my little kettle. The top of this stove is 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. And if you have a pot smaller than that, or about the same size, it won't sit stable. I mean, this one's plenty big, it fits on it no problem. But say, like a lot of you guys out there, you like cooking on your metal Nalgene's. If I try to put it on there, it's gonna fall inside of it or whatever, unless I put on these adapters. The adapters, the little notch right there, goes upwards. You just stick them between the corners of where the panel's assembled, right here and there. Let me take the other one and fit it across like so. You can see how it's assembled that way.
All right, Karina, you have the front plate, the 3 side plates here, and you have the base plate and the crossbars. You're going to start by taking the 3 side plates, and you'll see one side goes up, one side goes down. These just slide into each other. They have a little nub here that pushes tight so that they hold in place. You're going to assemble the 3 sides first. You're going to take the base plate. You see that there's 3 protruding sections, and on the sides here you see that there's a little slot for them to go through. So you slide them in like that. This one, you'll see on the left side, the little arms go down, the right side, the arms go up. So what you're going to do is you're going to slide this one side down first, flex the stove, and slide it into place like that. Additionally, the last thing here is the crossbars. These just go together. You can insert them either direction, meaning you can insert them with the height going up like this, or you can take this and you can reverse it and you can put it in this direction. Either way is fine, but they just lodge in between. So, okay, hope that helps. Thanks.
The CampStove 2's patented technology has 3 key elements: the burn chamber, precision airflow system, and a thermoelectric generator. I'll be calling that a TEG. The burn chamber, as you can guess, is where it all starts. Using biomass like sticks, pellets, or pine cones, you light your portable campfire here. When it gets hot enough, the precision airflow system kicks in, injecting your fire with just the right amount of oxygen through 51 jets located inside the chamber. enabling the complete combustion of your fuel. In our system, you're burning smoke before it ever has a chance to escape the chamber. Smoke in a typical open fire is just unused fuel, a sign of incomplete combustion. With improved airflow, we're using up every particle, giving you a better, cleaner flame to cook your meals and charge your gear. Speaking of charging your gear, let's talk about the TEG. The TEG takes some of the heat from your fire and converts it into electricity through a phenomenon known as the Seebeck effect. It works off heat differential, meaning it needs a hot side and a cold side. The aluminum probe inside your fire is the hot side. The fan and heatsink inside the power pack make up the cold side. The stronger your fire, the hotter the hot side, the more electricity is created. Here's how the whole system comes together. The electricity generated powers the internal airflow system, running the fan inside your camp stove too, so it can create that complete combustion we talked about earlier. With a strong fire going, the camp stove 2 produces 3 watts of continuous power, enough to charge phones, lights, cameras, and more. Surplus electricity is stored in the onboard battery, so you can charge devices via USB in real time or whenever you need, even when the fire isn't going. As you can see, there's a lot going on inside the camp stove 2, so we designed an LED dashboard that gives you immediate feedback on your system. The orange lights represent your fire strength, and the power available to you for charging is represented by the green LEDs. The camp stove 2 comes with 4 fan speeds represented by the 4 blue lights in the middle. The more air you introduce, the stronger your fire and the higher your output power. Increased airflow, improved combustion, and thermoelectrics. That's how you turn fire into the energy you want to cook your meals and charge your gear.
Check out this new accessory for the Firebox Nano. It's a case, and it's actually a stand for the Firebox Nano. It has carbon felt inside to protect the Nano. You take the Nano out, take the carbon felt out, and then down underneath are these pins that fit right into these little grooves. They slide up into the carbon felt. You kind of have to form the holes for these when you first get it. Then you can just slide the pins right back into those same holes. Create a wind block. The X pattern locks the Nano in its open position, allowing you to tip the fire grate up and put sticks going all the way down to the floor to create a micro Swedish fire torch. Works as an ash pan for no trace cooking. I've been putting this one through its paces, and its deep ribs really seem to give it the strength that it needs to hold up to all that heat of a wood fire. I'm going to go ahead and use it a little bit more right now and cook up some sausages and grill up some steak.